Hey guys, welcome back. This is Bernard from BTNHD, and today is all about Windows updates for business, and let's get into it. Okay, so what is Windows Update for Business? So what is WuFB? Windows Update for Business allows an administrator to define Windows updates servicing rings. These are admin-defined groups of machines where you can pre-test some updates and decide how quickly they receive updates. Types of rings would be the following. You have a testing ring, pilot, and a rollout. Now for testing, this ring will have no delays in updates. As soon as they are released, computers in this group would receive these updates to test out. Now for pilot, this group would be set to defer the updates for a few days after the initial group will receive the updates. Now the last group is the rollout, would be the remainder of the systems within your environment. Updates will be set to defer and install a few days after the second ring, which is your pilot ring. Now, why rings or groups? It allows an automated way of pushing out updates to test groups and pausing them if something doesn't set well within your environment. If something goes wrong, you're able to go inside the group or the policies, which I'm going to show you guys right now, and then you're able to pause it. So why use Windows Update for businesses? Now, don't get me wrong, there is WSUS, and that's what I like to use within my environment. But Windows Update for Businesses is an automated process for those that don't have staff or resources to manage WSUS or SCCM within their environment. You're able to automate everything and just forget about it. The only time you actually have to touch it is when something goes wrong, and then you have to go in there and pause it. Now, to configure Windows Update for Businesses is GPO. Group policies all the way. Now, the primary location for this GPO is actually located within computer configuration, administrative templates, Windows components, Windows updates, and then within Windows updates, you're going to see Windows updates for business. I logged into my domain controller, and I'm going to right click on the start menu, go to run, and I'm going to type in WinVer, hit OK. My domain controller is actually running on a Windows Server 2019, right? And I'm going to open up my Active Directory. I already created the groups that I'm going to actually add the computers inside this group so I could push out these updates. But I created my pilot, my rollout, and my testing. Now for the GPO to work correctly, I am doing security filtering. So these GPOs are going to target these security groups. Now within your group policy manager, create your GPO. The name for the GPO, I kept it kind of simple, is the same as the group policy. So I called it BTNHD pilot, rollout, and testing. I attach each GPO into an OU. You are able to base this on OU, but it really depends on how you want to deploy it within your environment. Now, each GPO is based on security filter. So as you can see, my pilot is being security filtered only to be pushed out to the BTNHD pilot security group. The same thing goes with the rollout, and the same thing goes with the testing. So the security filtering for each GPO is based on that security group. Now we're going to open up our testing policy. And within testing policies, like I said, go inside computer configuration. And inside computer configuration, you're going to go inside administrative templates. Within there, go to Windows components, go all the way to the bottom until you see Windows updates. And within Windows Update, you're going to see Windows Update for Business. Now, inside this folder, you're only going to see 3 policies, and we're only going to focus on 2 of them. Now, we're going to select the first one, and we're going to double click on it. Now, this one allows you to select when preview builds and feature updates are received. We're going to enable it. By default, it's going to have preview build fast, but you are able to change it. For this example, I am going to change it to semi-annual channel. And the days to defer the update, I'm going to set it 0. Again, this is for testing. Once the updates are released, I want my testing group to get it as soon as possible. So the next one that we are going to configure is select when quality updates are received. So double click on it. We're going to enable it. From here, I'm going to leave it as 0. I want this testing group to receive the updates as soon as possible. Now, the next policy is pilot. Now, for the pilot policy, we are going to configure select when preview builds and feature updates are received. We're going to keep it as semi-annual channel, but for the days, we are going to set it for 7 days. Now, I can't really tell you what's best practice within your environment, so play around with this, but for me, I'm going to set it for 7 days. Again, within the pilot GPO, we're going to select when quality updates are received. Make sure you enable it, and for this, we're going to change 0 to 3 days. Now, for the last policy, which would be the rollout, once your testing group has tested everything out, you push it out to your pilot. Once your pilot is satisfied, no issues, then you're going to roll it out to everyone. Now from here, again, go inside the Windows for Update Business node. You're going to open up Select when preview builds and feature updates are released. Enable that. Again, we're going to do semi-annual channel. It really depends on your environment, but this is what I'm going to do within my environment. And for the days, I'm going to change it for 30. I think the max days that you are able to set within this GPO is 35. And last but not least, for your rollout, you want to change select when the quality updates are received, enable it. And for this one, I'm going to set it for 7 days. Now, if you're having any issues with the policies, you're able to go inside one of the GPOs and just pause the quality update starting a specific date. I think by default, GPOs are set to automatically update to the machines about an hour or 2 hours. You are able to change it. It's not best practice to change when the GPOs are being pushed out to machines. But if you're having issues with any of these GPOs, just go inside the GPO and then pause the quality update to a starting point. And that's it, guys. That is my take on Windows Update for businesses. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit that like button. Also, do not forget about punching, elbow, and smashing that subscribe button to get the latest and greatest from this guy. And I catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.